ever bitten into a McDonald's fry in a different country and thought, wait, this doesn't taste like home? Maybe the texture feels a little off, or the flavor is a bit different. Not bad, just not what you're used to. You're not imagining it. McDonald's fries really do taste different depending on where you are in the world. And no, it's not just your taste buds playing tricks on you after a long flight. There are some surprising behind-the-scenes reasons why that crispy, salty snack we all know and love varies from country to country. From oils and additives to laws and local culture, the fry story is bigger than you think. Before we dive into the world of international fries, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more tasty and curious stories from around the globe. Alright, let's dig in. So, what makes a McDonald's fry a McDonald's fry? At first glance, they seem pretty simple. Just sliced potatoes, oil and salt, right? But actually, the ingredients list is more complex than you might expect. In the United States, for example, McDonald's fries contain more than 10 ingredients, including things like natural beef flavor, dextrose, a form of sugar, and preservatives to help with shelf life. That might surprise people who assumed fries were just fries. Now here's where things start to change. McDonald's adjusts its fry recipe depending on local tastes, ingredient availability, and food regulations in each country. That means the fries you eat in the US aren't exactly the same as the ones you'll get in France, India, or Japan. Let's break down a few of the major differences. 1. The oil blend. One of the biggest reasons fries taste different across countries is the type of oil they're cooked in. In the US, McDonald's fries are fried in a blend of canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, and hydrogenated soybean oil, with a little natural beef flavor added in. That beef flavoring, by the way, is a huge deal. It gives American fries their unique savory kick. But in places like India, where a large portion of the population is vegetarian or follows religious dietary restrictions, McDonald's doesn't use beef flavoring at all. Instead, the fries are cooked in 100% vegetarian oil with no animal products. That simple switch completely changes the taste profile. Meanwhile, in Europe, especially in countries like the UK or Germany, the fries are usually cooked in sunflower or rapeseed oil. These oils have a lighter flavor and often fewer additives. European food laws are also stricter about what kind of additives can be used, so that contributes to a cleaner fry taste. Some say it's fresher, others find it less flavorful compared to the US version. 2. Additives and preservatives. Another big difference comes down to what's added to the fries, or what's not added, depending on where you are. In the United States, McDonald's adds dextrose to the fries to help with browning and color consistency. They also use preservatives like sodium acid pyrophosphate to keep the fries from going grey after they're cut. But in countries like Australia or New Zealand, the ingredient list is much shorter, usually just potatoes, oil, and salt. No sugar, no preservatives. The result? A fry that might not look quite as perfectly golden, but is often said to taste more natural. 3rd, local potato varieties. You might not realize this, but not all potatoes are created equal. Different countries grow different types of potatoes, and that affects the final product. In the US, McDonald's mainly uses russet Burbank potatoes, known for being starchy and perfect for crisping up. But in countries like Japan, the supply chain relies more on shepherdie or kennebec potatoes, which have a different texture and moisture content. In South Africa, they might use local potato breeds that thrive better in the regional climate. All these variations affect the texture, whether it's fluffier inside, crunchier outside, or slightly waxier overall. 4. Cultural preferences. Taste isn't just science, it's also culture. What people consider tasty in one part of the world can be totally different somewhere else. For example, in France, people are more sensitive to overly salty food, so McDonald's often reduces the amount of salt on the fries or offers unsalted versions by default. In contrast, American fries tend to be heavily salted, which some people love and others find overpowering. In Japan, McDonald's occasionally offers limited edition fries with seaweed seasoning or other flavors that match local tastes. In Canada, you can get your fries with gravy and cheese curds. Yes, we're talking about poutine, a beloved Canadian twist. These cultural preferences push McDonald's to adapt not just the ingredients but also the presentation and seasoning styles to fit local expectations. 5. Religious and ethical considerations. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth repeating. Religion plays a major role in how McDonald's prepares food in different countries. In India, for example, McDonald's locations are divided into vegetarian and non-vegetarian kitchens, and no beef products are used at all in most locations. That means the fries and even the oil they're fried in are completely vegetarian. Contrast that with the US, where the natural beef flavor added to the oil means the fries aren't technically vegetarian, even though a lot of people think they are. In fact, McDonald's faced lawsuits in the early 2000s over this very issue and eventually settled, agreeing to provide more transparency about their ingredients. 6. Food laws and regulations. Every country has its own rules about what can and can't go into food. In the European Union, food additives are heavily regulated. Certain preservatives or flavor enhancers that are legal in the US are banned or limited in Europe. That forces McDonald's to adjust its recipes to comply with local laws. And again, that affects the taste. In Scandinavian countries, for example, artificial additives are almost entirely avoided. So you might find McDonald's fries there to be less salty, less greasy, and a bit less uniform in color, but often praised for being cleaner or more authentic. So, what's the verdict? At the end of the day, McDonald's fries around the world are like cousins, similar but not identical. They all come from the same concept, but they're shaped by the places they're in, whether that's through local ingredients, cultural tastes, religious beliefs, or national food laws. And honestly, that's kind of awesome. It means your next vacation just got a little more exciting. You're not just seeing new places, you're tasting them too. Even if you pop into a McDonald's in Tokyo, Paris, or Cape Town, you'll find little clues about that country just in the fries. So next time you travel, try the fries and see what story they're telling. Before we wrap up, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed a difference in McDonald's fries while traveling? Drop a comment and let me know your favorite international fry experience. Maybe you love the simplicity in Australia or the seaweed flavor in Japan. I'd love to hear it. And if you enjoyed this video and want more tasty stories like this from around the world, don't forget to subscribe and join the community. We've got a lot more curious food journeys coming your way. Thanks for watching. And until next time, enjoy the fries, wherever you are in the world.